Championship Saturday returns to Murfreesboro, and we begin in Class A, where familiar foes play for a state championship next.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it to Frazier.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makai, it's on touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Frazier wins it. The championship.
A 30-mile separation between Summertown and Loretto meets for the state championship in the borough today. The Blue Cross Basketball Championships presented by First Bank. And we see the brackets throughout the week here at the Murphy Center on the campus of MTSU. Loretto outscoring their opponents by a combined 48 points to reach the championship game. Summertown gets past Clark Range in overtime, then down North Green in the semis by 8 points. Glad you're with us. It feels great to have high school championship basketball back in March right here in the Mid-State. Alongside Chad Withrow, I'm Jonathan Hutton, and these two teams know each other well. Summertown beat Loretto 3 times by an average of 9 points during the regular season.
Summertown, Loretto, part 4, familiar foes, a family feud of sorts. You know, Jonathan, some would argue Rocky IV, the best of the Rocky franchise. I'm here to tell you, I think Summertown Loretto Part 4 is going to be the best of this franchise here today.
And both of these teams have the ability to deliver the knockout punch with some key players this afternoon, starting with Riley Long, who is 40% from 3 for Summertown.
Riley Long, number 33, you're going to want to watch her all day because she's one of those players. It's a pleasure to watch her play the game because she does everything well. Just a great high school basketball player, and she's going to do a little bit of everything today for Summertown.
And Carly Weathers is known across this state because she's a Miss Basketball finalist for a 3rd straight year. She is the one to watch for Loretto.
A very famous last name in Loretto, which we'll be talking a lot about today. She's got offers from Kentucky, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, Belmont, and MTSU for a reason, and those reasons will be on display this afternoon.
We are just about ready for tip-off. It's Summertown and Loretto for the Class A title. Starting lineups, keys to the game, and tip-off next on the NFHS Network.
The Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud supporter of the TSSAA. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Designate before you celebrate because fans don't let fans drive drunk. And by First Bank, helping people build a better future. First Bank is proud to be the official bank of the TSSAA.
We're here.
You're doing great. I'm right here.
Where's Jack?
I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Just about time for tip-off between Summertown and Loretto. But first, our national anthem, sung today by Emily Cozart from Loretto.
NCAA and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee welcome you to the beautiful Murphy Center here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. At this time, please join us as we rise to face our flag and honor America. Emily Cozart, a Lady Mustang freshman from Loretto High School, will now perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Emily Cozart from Loretto, great job.
In the Class A final. Time for our starting lineups as we go back to public address announcer John Rice.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday morning, 11 a.m., and that means one thing. The Class A title game is now. And now the starting lineup for today's championship game for Summertown. The point guard, number 14, Jenna Brazier. For Loretto, at guard, number 12, Julie Clifton. At guard for Summertown, 22, Kaylee Campbell. At guard for the Mustangs, number 13, Madeline Tidwell. At guard for the Lady Eagles, 23, Haley Jones. In the backcourt for Loretto, 20, Autumn Buttram. At guard for Summertown, 33, Riley Long. The point guard for the Mustangs, 22, Carly Weathers. And the center for Summertown, 24, Katie Burdett. At forward for Loretto, 33, Kenzie Weathers. The head coach for Summertown High School is Katie Embry. The Lady Eagles are now 29-3. The head coach for Loretto.
It's our Blue Cross Basketball Championships presented by First Bank. Alongside Chad Withrow, I'm Jonathan Hutton. Time for our keys to the game presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. We start with Summertown and the Lady Eagles, who come in at 29-3. They need to slow down Carly Weathers.
22.8 points per game. That's obviously going to be a key. And Finish it out. It's been a great season. They're 3-0 against this Loretto team, so close it out the right way.
And Loretto wants to rise around their Miss Basketball finalist.
And that's right. And for Loretto, it's all about Carly Weathers. It's all about trying to contain Carly Weathers for Summertown. She's going to need to be key today. And when they score 58 points, it's always a good thing for this Loretto squad.
Unbeaten on the season when they score 58 or more. As the tip saved in and starts with Summertown. Summertown 3-0 against Loretto. Looking for their first state championship. Loretto going for their first since 1958. Starting inside. Jump ball. Loretto basketball.
It was a really nice job by Kinsey Weathers, the senior, just staying straight up. Got a hand on the basketball and forced that jump ball.
Working it around. Clifton gives it to Carly Weathers. She scored 40 points this week at Murfreesboro. She shot over 50% inside. Ball is loose. Picked up by Summertown. Here comes Riley Long. To Haley Jones. They give it to Jenna Brazier. Now back to Campbell, across court. 3-ball in the air from Jones. A little too strong, but Summertown comes down with it. Haley Jones now picked up the dribble, tries to go inside. It's knocked away, and it stays with the Lady Eagles.
A couple of really nice hustle plays for Summertown to start this one. Haley Jones with the save on the opening tip. And another nice offensive rebound there to keep this possession alive for the Eagles.
Summertown averaging 68 points per game offensively this year. Inside, there's bucket number 1. Nice job by Katie Burdett.
Burdett's going to be key today. No one with her size on that Loretto squad. Summertown doing a good job finding her early, and she finishes the play.
And her size on defense allows Summertown to get up and guard the perimeter. Cross-court pass, a good one. The 3 no good, and the Lady Eagles pull down the defensive rebound. Just underway in the Class A championship game. Working around the perimeter. Another 3 off the mark, and Weathers comes away with it. Looking to push the pace a bit. They go inside. Great defense on the block. And Kinsey Weathers remains down. Coach Katie Embry from Summertown looks on. Played at Lawrence County and played with Ashley Rutledge, the head coach at Loretto.
This is not good for Kinsey Weathers. You see her holding the knee, and there's a heavy brace on that knee that she was holding after the collision with Burdett. She walks slowly off the court now. Hope she's okay.
Well, Kinsey Weathers has played a great month of basketball since the tournaments started. And she's emerged as their true number 2 scorer behind Carly Weathers, the Miss Basketball finalist. Shelby Fisher has entered the game for Loretto. Here's Weathers. Tried to go inside. Good defense. Nice pump fake by Buttram. Dishes it off inside, and Shelby Fisher, who is strong on the inside, averaging 5 points per game off the bench, ties this game at 2.
And that was all Autumn Buttram on that play. The pump fake, the blow by, then the assist, and now some pressure defense for Loretto paying off.
Good heads-up play. Weathers takes it away. Here's Buttram at the top.
The 3-quarter court trap for Loretto pays off as they get the turnover. On a 2-3 zone from Loretto. Going to be key for Summertown's shooters in this game. And they've yet to connect on a 3 early.
Here's a long 3 from Weathers. Not close. Summertown basketball. Good crowd on hand as Coach Ashley Rutledge looks on from Loretto.
Better job beating the pressure this time from Summertown.
Loretto able to chase down the rebound on the missed three. On the other end, Clifton trying to find an outlet. Does with Weathers. Good dribble. Inside. Layup. No good. Pulled down by the Lady Eagles. Out of bounds. And our first timeout on the floor. We are tied at 2. Back and forth pace between these two cross-county rivals. The state championship is on the NFHS network.
Game night winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Tied at 2 early on in the Blue Cross Championships presented by First Bank as Summertown meets Loretto here in Murfreesboro. Great crowds on hand, both for the Lady Mustangs and Lady Eagles. A combined 49-10 on the season. You're watching live coverage of the Blue Cross Basketball Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/TSSAA. Your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of TSSAA Championship action, from live games to full game replays to highlights. It's all there at NFHSnetwork.com/TSSAA. Ashley Rutledge in her 7th year at Loretto.
Great ball denial by Loretto on the out-of-bounds play. Leads to a turnover. Some good pressure defense early on from Loretto.
Good pass inside by Weathers. The layup no good. And Summertown going the other direction. Missed opportunity there on the block.
The real key for Summertown in this game. Loretto mixing defenses a bit early, but when they go in that zone, three-point shots are going to be there. They've started the game 0 for 3 as we see Ashley Rutledge looking on, doing a nice job mixing defenses with this team. Two head coaches that know each other very well, high school teammates at Lawrence County for the great John Wild, who's won his share of state titles. We actually called one of his state titles at Riverdale a few years back.
A lot of good basketball play between these two programs. Very familiar with each other.
It's so rare you get a fourth game adjustment. We talk about the third time teams play a lot in basketball with tournament play, but rarely do you get that fourth meeting. So what adjustments were made? And we've seen some good defensive ones.
Great defense
early for Loretto in this game as they're trying to crack the win column in the first time in 4 tries against the Summertown squad.
It's a hard baseline pass that goes off the fingertips and out of bounds. Loretto trying to get things going offensively. Weathers can do it. Headed to the line after the bucket.
What a great drive The high ball screen leads to a matchup that Carly Weathers can exploit. Katie Burdett, she's got quickness on her. She drives past her, draws the contact. Pretty lay-in by Weathers at the end of this play, as you see. Withstanding the contact from Burdett, finishes the play and finishes the and one.
3 points for Carly Weathers, averaging 23 on the season. A 3-time Miss Basketball finalist. Taken away. Another turnover. On the other end, layup no good. Fighting for it. Pulled down by Blue. Campbell. Now back inside, fouled. And Burdett's going to the line.
Well, that pressure really affecting Summertown early in this game led to another layup opportunity for Loretto. Couldn't capitalize on it, but did a nice job on this possession of getting the ball to their big, Katie Burdett. She goes to the line and sinks her first.
Burdett, a junior, averaging 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks. There's the presence on the defensive end, and she makes it count on offense as well.
Pretty free throw stroke.
5-4. Nearing 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Here's Clifton, pulled down by Burdett.
Good strong rebound from Burdett.
Crowd wanted to travel.
And got away with the travel on that one.
Here's Haley Jones. Now Riley Long, our player to watch. Inside Campbell. Reverse layup no good. She wanted the foul, didn't get it.
Also good to see Kinsey Weathers back in the game after that early injury.
There she is on the block. Carly looking inside. Now 3 in the air. Too strong. Pulled down by Kinsey Weathers. Clifton. Now Carly Weathers. Long 3. She's not afraid to pull the trigger.
Well, that's twice. If there was a volleyball line on the court, she shot it from there. I keep looking back to see if their coaches didn't like the shot. Man, there's no reaction at all. They're fine with her pulling from anywhere.
Top of the key, wide open, yes. Riley Long puts it in. She's a 40% three-point shooter, averaging 10 points a game.
She is going to be key in this game for Summertown if they're to go 4-0 this season against Loretto and win a state title. A great top of the key three-pointer.
And she pulls down a board. Coming into today, she had 15 rebounds in the 2 previous games leading to the state title. Top of the key, out of bounds, and it goes to Loretto with 56 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Riley Long burying the 3 on the previous possession, but this pressure from Loretto affecting Summertown. Be curious to see the adjustments made by Coach Embry as this game goes on. They're effectively speeding up Summertown, and they're not comfortable with that in the early going. I think that was part of the reason you saw that ill-fated three-point attempt, is because they're just getting sped up a little too much.
Possession will stay with Loretto. Though inbounds with Madeline Tidwell, one of the seniors. Jenny Clifton, just a freshman, has entered the game. Now back to Tidwell. Nice pump fake, drive, and the bucket.
Impressive.
Ties the game at 7 with 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
Impressive drive and made basket means more pressure from Loretto. Summertown, much better job of handling it on this possession.
Aggressive defense. Ball's now in the corner. Take it away. 15 seconds to play.
I spoke too soon.
Solid defense in the opening quarter by Loretto, but Summertown has done a great job on the boards. Inside, 3 seconds on the clock. Layup no good. 1 second and the time expires. Tied at 7. The cross-county rivalry underway. Fighting for the golden basketball in Murfreesboro on the NFHS Network.
Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud supporter of the TSSAA. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Designate before you celebrate because fans don't let fans drive drunk. And by First Bank, helping people build a better future. First Bank is proud to be the official bank of the TSSAA.
We're here.
You're doing great. I'm right here.
Where's Jack? I'm ready to go.
You're doing great.
We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Congratulations to all the teams participating in the 2021 Blue Cross Basketball Championships. It's a tremendous achievement and a testament to the players and coaches' hard work and dedication, especially during this challenging year. For more than 20 years, Blue Cross and the TSSAA have partnered together, and we're proud to be here supporting the basketball championships. The Blue Cross Basketball Championships recognizes the best of the best from the hundreds of teams and thousands of student athletes who learn important life lessons in the pursuit of their goals, and I'm sure this year will be even more special for the teams who compete. Teamwork, resilience, and overcoming adversity has taken on a whole new meaning and importance for the student athletes amid COVID-19 this year. We appreciate the health and safety guidelines that the TSSAA and its member schools have taken to compete as safely as possible throughout this basketball season. Again, congratulations and good luck to all the competitors in the Blue Cross Basketball Championships this week. We look forward to crowning our champions.
Summertown and Loretto for the state championship today in Murfreesboro. Underway in the second quarter. Summertown, the senior class, they have 9 state championships on their resume. 5 in golf, softball, and volleyball, where they won over Loretto earlier this school year back in October. Basketball's all that's missing. It would be the first state championship for the school. And for Loretto, what a year it's been, because March 12th of 2020, as the country shut down in sports and everything, Loretto and the Lady Mustangs actually played that morning in the quarterfinals and won over Oneida. They had advanced to the Friday matchup, and then the tournament completely shut down. They felt as though they had a state championship caliber team last year, and now they've made it back to play for the championship in the TSSAA.
You heard for so many of those athletes who were robbed of a chance at a state championship because of the shutdown last March, and that's a great example of one that it happened while they were playing.
Just great to be back here in the Glass House. And Loretto connects through Buttram. He's made 5 3-pointers this week.
Buttram says it's great to be back playing in the second quarter. Let me knock down this 3 to get things started. More pressure from Loretto.
Another 3, good. Summertown's been off the mark a bit, shooting the 3 ball, but they get one to drop.
And they're now 2 for 6 on the game, 33%, not bad. That 3-point shot's going to be there against this Loretto 2-3 zone.
Inside Weathers, yes.
Great take.
Banged up in that first quarter, comes back. And since she's re-entered the game, her presence has been felt down there on the block.
Blocked a couple shots defensively, rebounding the ball well. Nice start from Kinsey Weathers.
Another corner 3 from Riley Long, no good. Rebound, yes. Katie Burdett. She was on the volleyball team that beat Loretto back in October for the state title.
You cannot let her get that position, as we see Long with the great steal.
In transition, nice lay-in.
That was a tough shot from Kaylee Campbell. Tough angle underneath the basket, able to knock it home. Behind the back dribble here from Weathers.
There's Campbell on the baseline trying to save it, but it went out of bounds. There's Carly Weathers.
This game getting a much faster pace going in the second quarter. It was 7-7 at the end of one. A football score. That was probably the football score between these two teams, Summertown and Loretto, this fall. And now they're picking up the pace here. Already 7 points for Summertown in the second quarter and 5 for Loretto. As you see, the Lady Mustangs turn it over. Jonathan, you mentioned that volleyball final where Summertown beat Loretto. I was talking with Jeff and Scott Franks, the dynamic duo, the brothers, on WDXE calling this game for back home. They said as many as 5 girls on both these teams participated in that volleyball state championship game as well. So not just bad blood in basketball, but in all sports between these two programs.
And Loretto has had their fair share of success in basketball over Summertown with some late free throws down the stretch of some tournaments. But this year it's been Summertown up 3-0, needing the 4th to win the title. Inside. Battling for, going the other way. Foul over the back.
It's got to be a team box-out effort on Burdett down low. And Kinsey Weathers doing the best she can to hang in there, and she draws the foul there. But we got to get multiple players boxing her out to keep her off the offensive glass.
It is a 2-point advantage for the Lady Eagles of Summertown battling the Lady Mustangs of Loretto.
Night winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Tennessee's community and technical colleges can help you build a solid foundation for success. Start your career today at tvr.edu/start. Alongside Chad Withrow, I'm Jonathan Hutton, our great crew at the NFHS Network. David Dow, Skip McMillan, and the great staff on hand here at MTSU. Loretto and Summertown, where Summertown leads by 2, but a very back and forth first half thus far, Chad.
Yeah, and I think for Loretto, it's really, you're going to see more from Carly Weathers. She's averaging almost 23 points per game. She's got 3 right now. She's been off on her three-point shot. She had the three-point play earlier, so she's eventually going to pick it up offensively. I think for Loretto defensively, it's about pressuring them where they don't get in the half-court set where they can get it down low to Burdett. That's got to be a key for Loretto, because once they get it to Burdett or around the basket where she can go to work on the offensive glass, that's a big problem for the Lady Mustangs.
Here's Weathers, as Chad was mentioning. Now Tidwell. one of the pure shooters on the team. Kinsey Weathers. Jumper. Yes. Rattles home. The shooter's roll there.
Kinsey Weathers has been impressive in the early going. Really doing a little bit of everything. Defensively, rebounding. He's got some block shots. Nice touch on that baseline jumper. There's that pressure.
Yeah, there it is again. And two people in the corner. Bad place to be for Summertown. Loretto takes advantage. Weathers at the top, dribbling in, putting it up with the right hand, fouled, and the basket. Second time she's done that in this first half, and she'll have a chance for the three-point play yet again. Great take.
But what we're realizing is when Weathers gets the ball at the top, the key doesn't matter who's on her, because earlier it was the big and Burdette. She blew past her. That time she gets a guard and Haley Jones on her. Didn't matter. She used her quickness to her advantage. Quick first step to the basket, able to withstand the contact and finish the play.
Money from the line as well. 90% free throw shooter on the season. This is Carly Campbell, one of the freshman guards for Summertown who's entered the game.
Curious to see what Summertown does now with Burdette out of the game. Does it open things up more? We're not trying to go down low to that presence. See if they can start getting some things going from the outside. Good solid defense as the Loretto crowd comes to their feet.
Carly Campbell, inside floater, yes. She played huge third quarter minutes yesterday. Her defense was key in a 15-4 third quarter run against North Green, a game they won by 8 points. Side three, yep. Nice job by Madeline Tidwell.
The senior, halfway to her average right now with that three-pointer.
Another floater. Nice job by Carly Campbell. She averages 12 minutes a game, and she's now made her average of 4 points per game.
Carly Campbell making the 17-foot teardrop look like a layup on the last two possessions.
As a freshman. Weathers, defended by Campbell. Nowhere to go. Good
Great
defense.
Defense by the freshman.
And a solid rebound by Summertown and Riley Long. Swinging it around. Campbell again in and out. Pulled down by her first cousin, Kaylee Campbell. And she gets it to Riley Long. And a foul will be called. It's going against Madeline Tidwell. Coming up at halftime, we will speak with our coaches. We'll hear from the Tennessee Highway Safety Office and take an inside look at the Miss Basketball finalists for Class A. Takeaway and a foul. The Loretto crowd, the loudest thus far, yes.
You can hear them. The student section, you got student sections on either side of the end zones here at the Murphy Center. And we're closest to the Loretto student section, so we might be a little bit biased because proximity bias. They're right next to us, but they're coming alive right now, and for good reason. Their Lady Mustangs have a 2-point lead.
Weathers surveying with about a minute to play in the half. Tidwell back to Weathers. Three off the mark. And here comes Summertown. Kaylee Campbell trying to go the distance. Tried to dish it outside, but was fouled as she did so.
Well, that's one way to beat the press. Just go so fast before they can get set up and draw the foul. And that's what we saw from the senior Kaylee Campbell. She just took it the length of the court and went aggressive to the basket and able to pick up a foul.
That's Buttrom's second. Too strong on the three. Battling for it. Loose basketball. Picked up by Buttrom.
From one Weathers to another on that carom on the rebound.
Tidwell defended by Long. Tidwell with the basketball, who's battled back from a knee injury her sophomore year. Now as a senior playing in a state championship game.
Looks like Loretto content to take the last shot of the half, go to the break, trying to protect this lead, see if they can add to it. Down under 20 seconds now.
Now 15. Loretto by 2. Tidwell thought about it, but now they give it to Weathers with 5. Steps back, dishes, 3 in the air at the buzzer. It's pulled down by Riley Long. The game has been what we've expected. Summertown won the 3 previous matchups on an average of 9 points in those games, but it's Loretto that leads by 2 points at the halftime break, Jeff.
Loretto's pressure has been key in this game, doing a great job locking down in that 2-3 defense also. Impressive start for the Lady Mustangs as they try to take home their school's second state championship, first one since 1958.
And we welcome in head coach Ashley Rutledge from Loretto. Coach, what do you make of this matchup today versus the 3 previous against Summertown?
I think our kids are more prepared for this. The past 3 games we have let things get in the way and not executed. We still have to do a better job of executing, and we didn't do our best this half, but we did good enough to keep the lead. If we start knocking down some shots that we normally do, I feel good about our chances.
Coach, it feels like your pressure has been very effective in this first half, turning over Summertown in the early going. What's been key with that success?
The key to our defense is just executing on how to guard each player individually, and our kids have done an excellent job on that.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
Okay, thank you.
Coach Ashley Rutledge from Loretto. The Lady Mustangs with a 2-point advantage over Summertown at the half. Some plays in the paint. Big shots on the outside. State championship basketball on the NFHS network.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy. But he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions. Or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
We're here. You're doing great. I'm right here.
There's Jeff. I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
Why the TSSAA?
Because it's such a great group. We have teenagers and they're just beginning to drive, so we're trying to get them when they're first beginning to drive. And so they're inexperienced behind the wheel, and teenagers feel like they're 10 feet tall and bulletproof anyway, so we need to make sure that they have all those safety keys that we need to give them at the beginning. Plus we have the parents, so the parents can look at this and they can teach their kids, and they understand how important these safety tips are.
The message you're trying to get across, where does it start? What's the primary message you're trying to get?
Primary message? I'm going to say the biggest problem we have right now is distracted driving. And people don't understand that's not just talking on the phone. Well, Tennessee, we have a hands-free law now anyway, so you're not supposed to have your phone on any part of your body. But these kids are getting behind the wheel and they're Instagram and they have Facebook and I mean all the social media, and then we've seen them take selfies while they're behind the wheel of a car. And the distracted driving has really become an issue. People don't understand, including adults, that driving is a single issue. People like to multitask, so they feel like they're behind the wheel and they get a lot of work done. You're not supposed to get a lot of work done behind the wheel. You're supposed to drive and nothing else.
I know there's a really quick reaction time. If you're looking down, you got to be on your toes.
Exactly. And then we have this year, pedestrian fatalities are up. So you have to watch for pedestrians. Our jaywalking law is not that strong. You can walk out in traffic as long as you're not impeding it.
I've heard that there's also a sidewalk scenario where when you don't have sidewalks, it seems like it's more dangerous.
Exactly, and that's a lot in Tennessee, that you don't have sidewalks and you have to walk facing traffic, so you are out in the road a little bit. And then you have the drivers that aren't paying attention like they need to be. That's just a disaster.
But it seems like they're having this TSSAA population that you can get to the parents sometime through the kids, not to mention how important it is for the kids to learn how to drive and do it right.
Right, and then I put the onus on the parents as well, because believe it or not, kids do listen to their parents, but they listen sometimes more to what the parents do than what the parents say. So if the parent gets in their car and doesn't buckle, then the kid's going to get behind the car. Well, my parent didn't do it. They told me to, but they didn't. So why should I have to do that? Or if a parent gets in the car and they're using the phone, that's another thing. So if we're going to tell our kids the safe way and what to do in a car, we need to model that behavior.
You know, I have teenage granddaughters who are driving now, just beginning to drive, and I know this. When they get a bunch of girls in the car with them, I mean, music goes up, the voices get louder, and there's a lot of distraction there.
Exactly. Talking to your friends in the car about some boy that you want to date or some boy they're dating, you completely lose focus on the road. And I can't say this enough. When you're behind the wheel of a car, all you think about is driving. The goal is point A to point B safely.
Well, thank you so much for what you've done over the years, and I hope this marriage stays in effect a long time.
I hope it does too. Thank you.
Thanks, Kimba Nada.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
We're here. You're doing great. I'm right here.
Where's Jack? I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
Two-point advantage for the Lady Mustangs over the Lady Eagles as Loretto leads Summertown alongside Chad Withrow. I'm Jonathan Hutton. Class A championship matchup here for the Blue Cross Basketball Championships presented by First Bank. After today's game, they'll hand out, of course, the championship trophies, but also the Miss Basketball for 2021. And they've had some great play across Class A. Madison Hart from Gibson County High School, a 5'11 junior forward for Gibson County, a two-year starter averaging 22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks per game, 63% from the field. Cassie Monday from Clark Range, who battled in this state tournament, she averages 17 points per game and 5 assists, or along with 3 steals, 56% from the floor, 49% on the season from three-point range. And our featured player, Carly Weathers from Loretto, she has 6 points at the half here. And on the season, she came in averaging 23 points per game. So you see the halftime score for Loretto and Summertown still to come at 2 o'clock Central Time, Macon County and Granger, where Mike Keith and Vincent Yarborough will be on the call. And then later tonight in Class 3A at 5 o'clock, Blackman and Lebanon here at the Murphy Center in Murfreesboro. Coming up, some highlights and our second half in Single A. It's Loretto and Summertown on the NFHS Network.
The Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud supporter of the TSSAA. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Designate before you celebrate, because fans don't let fans drive drunk. And by First Bank, helping people build a better future. First Bank is proud to be the official bank of the TSSAA.
We're here. You're doing great. I'm right here.
There's Jack. I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
From the Murphy Center in Class A, it's Loretto and Summertown, a 2-point advantage for the Lady Mustangs in our state championship matchup.
We got head coach Katie Embry with us of Summertown right now, standing by as her team takes the court for the second half. Coach, an uncharacteristic 10 turnovers for your squad in the first half. Was that a point of emphasis that you made in the locker room?
Yes, it is. We really want to limit our turnovers, take care of the ball, really be selective in what we're doing offensively, really get the best shot that we can get.
Defensively, you got to like where you stand for the most part. Only 20 points given up in the first half. Was that an area that you liked in the first half from your team? I think
somebody else is talking to me. I can't hear.
I think Coach Embry's having a hard time hearing us right now.
Can't hear.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck to you in the second half. Appreciate you.
I hear somebody.
Summertown and Loretto, as we check out our First Bank stats and highlights from the first half.
And you're going to see right here, Weathers, a key name in the first half, and it was Carly Weathers with the and one, and then Kinsey Weathers, the senior, with a nice baseline jump shot touch as it rolls home for Loretto, helping them to the 2-point lead. And then Riley Long, our player spotlight before the game, with a 3-pointer and the nice teardrop in the first half also from Summertown. And Carly Campbell, the freshman, looking good on a pair of back-to-back runners for Summertown, as we got ourselves a great ball game. 20-18 Loretto at halftime. 2 for 10 3-pointers. That's going to be a key for both teams. Will a player get hot from the outside? Because those 3-point attempts, those looks are going to be there in the second half. Which one of these teams starts to knock them down could be a deciding factor in this game, and could be a deciding factor as to who's going to win the state championship.
Coming up, the second half, Summertown and Loretto for the Golden Basketball in Murfreesboro.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court when you win a heart. when you win their trust, when you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player and select DVD or digital copy to get yours today.
Loretto started with the basketball to begin the third quarter, but they had a quick turnover, and now Summertown with it, trailing by 2. 3 in the air, no good. Trying to chase it down and saves it. What a great play by Haley Jones to Riley Long.
The pass behind the back was so perfect, it's like she had eyes in the back of her head. We get a breakout opportunity for Loretto.
And a foul that will go against Brazier. Loretto does a great job of keeping the head up the floor, always looking for the outlet pass.
If my memory serves me correct, this is only the second time this game we've seen 2 free throws attempted. We've had a couple of and ones with Weathers, but this is only the second time we've seen someone go to the line for 2 free throws.
Buttram hits them both. She now has 5 points. Here's Brazier. Inside to Burdette. Yes, they'd like to get her inside presence going. Started fast in the first quarter for her, and she gets the first bucket for her team here in the third. On the other end, Weathers. She now has 8.
Smooth pull-up from Weathers and a great entry pass. Talked about the teardrop earlier that we saw at halftime in the highlights. That was a nice teardrop pass into Burdette, who finished it off.
Now a 4-point advantage for the Lady Mustangs. Brazier inside to Burdette. Back up top. They give it to Jones. Wide open, spot up 3. Yes! She's headed to play softball at North Alabama. Playing for a state championship this afternoon. She said, if you're going to give me the room, I'll make it.
And forcing the issue, Loretto on the other end draws the foul. But Haley Jones, you're going to have to extend that 2-3 zone against her. She stared down the defense and put it home from 3. Great outside shooter. Capitalized with that room given her in the 2-3 zone. That's always an issue in the 2-3 zone. Not everyone is Syracuse. Not everyone has the length to extend it where you can defend the 3 well. And we saw it on that play.
Buttram made 2 free throws earlier, now misses 2. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Long to Jones. Driving. Nice. Wow. Underneath lay-in from Haley Jones.
Great start to the second half for Jones, the 3, and now the nice little up and under. Nifty shot down low, and Summertown getting after it defensively, forcing a turnover.
Yep. Riley Long with the takeaway. Here's Jones again. Layup, fouled. Headed to the line to shoot 2.
Jones is really doing a nice job of taking the action to Loretto this half. Maybe got away with one there. She went 1-on-2 and got bailed out on the foul. But Haley Jones being the aggressor so far this half. As you see this nice little up and under move from Jones. And then on the next trip down, drives aggressively to the basket, gets the line, and hits her first free throw.
She averages 12 points a game, and Coach Embry pointed out to us that she loves her toughness. Said she earlier this season had an ankle injury in the first quarter and still ended up with 22 points for the game that afternoon.
She has picked it up a notch this half. 7 points already.
One of the seniors. Carly Weathers tried to find a pass inside. Good defense. This is Tidwell. Deflected and a foul called as Kinsey Weathers went up for it. We heard whistles. The foul will go against Riley Long.
See the officials tightening things up a little bit here in the second half. The Summertown crowd didn't like it. Thought it was the right call, though, and it sends Weathers to the line and knocks down the first. Kinsey Weathers has been the low post presence for Loretto so far in this game. Doing a nice job holding her own against the bigger Katie Burdett.
She has 5 points. Dangerous pass, foul called on Weathers, who ducked underneath to try to avoid the contact with Brazier.
We got boos from one side, now boos from behind us. I like both calls. Weathers knew when she went for that steal that it was going to be a foul if she didn't get the basketball. And you could see the look in her face as she didn't get the ball. She knew there was going to be a foul. That was the correct call from the officials.
Worth the risk. Inside, yes. Katie Burdett. Loose basketball out of bounds. The referee says last touched by Summertown and Haley Jones. 29-25. Summertown leads their county rival by 4 with 4:42 remaining third quarter.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court when you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins. On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court when you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
High school sports fans, never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS network to watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from across the country. Millions of athletes, thousands of games, one destination, NFHSnetwork.com. High school happens here, NFHSnetwork.com.
Loretto head coach Ashley Rutledge had seen enough and called that timeout as her team was sloppy with the basketball. And they're going to retain possession after it was knocked out on Summertown, but trying to regroup her Lady Mustangs was not happy with the start of this third quarter as we see Coach Rutledge looking on. We'll see if Loretto can calm things down a bit, starting with this offensive possession.
Loretto has played one heck of a schedule. They're 20-7. But 3 of those losses are to the team they're facing today. They also played Lebanon who will play for the AAA championship later this evening.
And lost by single digits to a team playing for a 3A state title. And that was the first game of the season for Loretto.
Foul called against Kaylee Campbell. You can feel the intensity picking up a bit here in this third quarter, just within the gym.
Yeah, it's the court and action going on there is mirroring what's happening in the crowd. And back and forth, you can see both sides feeding off each other's energy to start this third quarter. No doubt about it.
Clifton to Tidwell. Defended by Long. Tidwell picks up the dribble, gives it back to Clifton.
Great on-ball defense from Riley Long.
Now Carly Weathers. Can she get going? She averages 23 a game, and she's fouled.
Oh, Shelby Fisher.
Going the other way.
The junior power forward came up and got a pretty obvious hip check on the screen attempt. Got to get set before you set that screen. And she came in a little too aggressively, and they got her for the foul.
Reese Wilson into the game for Summertown. She averages 14 minutes off the bench as a sophomore. She wears 32. Here's Haley Jones. She's been feeling it in this quarter. No whistle as she threw up the layup that was no good. Contact made. But here comes Loretto.
Smart play by Kenzie Weathers. Just stood her ground, arms straight up, no foul. Saw the player was out of control and just stood there. Great job. And now Carly Weathers is going to get to the free throw line. I really look for Carly Weathers to start trying to take over in this game, and we're seeing more of that. We've seen Haley Jones on the other end offensively get it going in this third quarter. I think we're going to see more of an attempt on the scoring end from Carly Weathers.
She now has 9 points. In the 3 previous games against Summertown this season, she averaged 27 points, which was 54% of Loretto's total points in those matchups.
And great players like this always find a way to sneak up close to their average in big games. Even though it's only 9 right now, I think you're going to start seeing a lot more shot attempts from Carly Weathers, and that's what Loretto needs.
They'll put the ball in her hands for sure.
She is their go-to player, and she's going to need to be active shooting the basketball this third and fourth quarter.
Riley Long with a cross-court pass back to Brazier to set things up again. Under 3 in the third. Brazier hands off to Campbell. Campbell drives in, pushes out to Long for 3. That's her shot, no good. Rebound putback, no good. Now a battle for it, a jump ball call.
Quick jump ball whistle. Possession arrow going towards Summertown. They will retain possession. Good effort by Summertown on the offensive glass on a missed Riley Long 3. And that's the look you want from Riley Long, just unable to connect. A couple of offensive rebounds from Summertown, and they're rewarded with the basketball.
Step back 3 short. Julie Clifton's entered the game for Shelby Fisher. One of the starters back in for Loretto. There's another one. Weathers now with 11.
Got to stop the basketball if you're Summertown, especially if it's Carly Weathers with that basketball. She goes coast to coast and lays it in.
Dish inside. Swatted away. Weathers again. Coast to coast. Deflected. Put back. Out of bounds. She wanted the foul called.
I think she might have an argument to be made on both. Looked like there may have been some contact on the first, and then the second one. See there, I thought on that play it was a travel to begin with. Never put the ball down, but then gets blocked. So no harm, no foul. Loretto gets the ball back, and then no foul on the other end for Loretto, and their fans are upset.
Long defends Weathers. Back to her. Looking to create something. Good defense. Now to Kenzie Weathers. That shot rims out, but the foul is called.
I don't blame Summertown. That's Riley Long being aggressive. That was what most coaches would call a dumb foul from behind across the arm, swatting at the basketball. But the way this possession had gone with the refs letting them play, might as well play aggressive until they blow the whistle. And that's what they did on that play, and they finally got Summertown for the foul.
Kinsey Weathers has two younger sisters. One's a freshman, Lainey, the other in middle school. The Weathers family, of course.
Feels like if there's always Weathers coming through Loretto, they're going to be back here at Murfreesboro playing for state championships. Probably expect that for the foreseeable future.
These are groups that have played together for quite some time, especially Loretto. Since the early middle school days. Tied at 29. The ball deflected. Clifton comes away with it. Now Tidwell, and a timeout is asked for by Coach Rutledge for Loretto. With 1:01 remaining in the third period.
This game has gotten heated in this third quarter. Seen a lot more physicality out of both of these squads so far in the third, as Coach Rutledge once again did not like what she saw from her team offensively and called a quick timeout to settle them down a bit. But I think this last 9 minutes and 1 second of this game, the team that can control that emotion, can control that energy and that rage the best, could be taking home a state championship, because this is going to be a physical ball game the rest of the way.
The leading scorers, Burdette for Summertown and Carly Weathers with 11 points for Loretto. And Chad, we just mentioned the Weathers family. We mentioned Kinsey Weathers, the senior, with two younger sisters, one who's on this team and another in middle school. And then there's Carly Weathers, the daughter of David Weathers, the former Major League Baseball pitcher, and Belmont Hall of Fame basketball player Kelly Weathers, who's also a non-faculty member, staff on the basketball team. And her brother Ryan, of course, now a minor league baseball player, but a great athlete in his own right on the hardwood as well.
Played for a state championship, Ryan Weathers did, San Diego Padres organization now, and there we see David Weathers, great Major League Baseball pitcher for years and years.
And David actually coached a group of these girls back in middle school for the Tennessee Valley League. Great stories between both of these programs. Weathers going back up with it after losing the basketball. Third effort in.
A great job of staying under control after getting blocked in the first two attempts. Stayed with it. Comes back and knocks it down, and overly aggressive on the press. And they're going to get Madeline Tidwell for the fouls we see right here. Carly Weathers just sticking with it. Gets the ball back, goes up, leans in. Nice finish down low. And she's rewarded for her effort.
15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Loretto by 2. They led by 2 at the half. And a foul is called with 6 to play.
Loretto now 1 away from the bonus. So Summertown will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Same goes for Loretto. Both teams at 6 fouls.
Weathers with a second. 3 in the air. Off the mark. But it's Loretto that leads 31-29 after 3 quarters. 8 minutes to play in regulation as Loretto and Summertown go for the state championship.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
here.
You're doing great. I'm right here.
Where's Jeff? I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
Two-point lead for Loretto as we head to the fourth quarter in the Class A Blue Cross Basketball Championships presented by First Bank on the NFHS Network. Alongside Chad Withrow, I'm Jonathan Hutton.
Boy, a lot happened in that third quarter to be right where we started the third quarter at. A 2-point lead for Loretto. We see Madeline's biggest fan. Madeline Tidwell's cheering section. Loud and proud.
Great to have fans on hand here in the Murphy Center. Still 2 championship games to be played, but what a finish we have coming up. In our opening game on this championship Saturday, Loretto leads and they hold the basketball. Here's Weathers drawing the foul. The patience and the vision pays off on the drive.
Not the patience, the vision to know that's her dominant hand. When she goes right, she's going to the basket. But she's been trying to draw that contact and to be rewarded with a foul call on that one. Continues to struggle from the free throw line, though. But you see her pass the ball back to the official in frustration. That's been a problem for Carly Weathers this game.
Our free throws brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee.
More pressure.
1 of 2, so it's a 3-point advantage.
Much better job by Summertown the second half. 10 first half turnovers, and they've protected the basketball well the second half against that Loretto pressure. Haven't seen as much full court press from Loretto in the second half either.
Who can heat up in blue? Haley Jones got things going early in the third quarter. She passes to Kaylee Campbell. Campbell, spin at the block. Pass up top. This is Brazier. Now Long. Inside. Fouled. And the bucket. Katie Burdett going to the line with a chance to tie the game.
Well, a great drive and entry pass down low. That high-low game has been effective for Summertown. And right here, it's Riley Long. Look at that dish. Right over the outstretched arm. And strong finish from Burdett, but misses the free throw, and now Loretto the other way.
On the other end, Weathers too strong. Rebound, put back, yes. Autumn Buttram. She's made some key buckets throughout this game and some big free throws.
The junior has been very effective in this basketball game, and a great offensive rebound and put back there. As it is Loretto trying to protect this small lead as they now go man-to-man.
Campbell, yes.
Nice drive by Carly Campbell and finish. But watch out, they're coming right back the other way.
Here's Buttram. Rebound pulled by Jenna Brazier, the floor general. Gives it to Haley Jones. She had a big 3 in the third. Here's Riley Long. In and out. And listen to the crowd after the whistle.
And that is 5 fouls now on Katie Burdett. That's why you got this huge ovation from the Loretto faithful That is big. With 5:51 left in this ball game, the low post presence for Summertown is fouled out.
Well, that will affect the way they get up and guard the perimeter. That's just as big defensively as it is on the interior of their offense.
I think Carly and Kinsey Weathers' eyes are about to get very big as they drive to the basket, and Burdett's not there waiting on them anymore.
Free throws presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Under 6 to play. Loretto by 3. Summertown's Jones went for the 3 and the tie, missed it. And a timeout after the rebound is called for by Loretto and Coach Ashley Rutledge.
Very smart trap from Summertown on the rebound. Both teams got to know now. That defense is coming for you. They're going to run and trap. You better get rid of it quickly if you're in a trap area. And Buttram got the rebound and was in a bad spot facing away from her basket on the inline. Summertown recognized it, set a timely trap, and forced that timeout from Loretto.
Summertown in their 10th state tournament appearance, going for their first state championship in school history. They were the runner-up in 2018. And Loretto making their 19th tournament appearance, 3-time runner-up, including 2019. They feel like they had a great chance of advancing past the semis last year prior to the COVID shutdown, and they've made it back to the state championship where they can win their first title since 1958.
Jonathan, how awesome is it to have fans and energy in the building? This has been a great atmosphere in this game, and whatever the limited attendance number is, this place has filled out nicely, spaced out nicely. The optics are terrific.
Absolutely.
The noise level is great. Love the energy in the building right now.
I echo all of that. After the timeout, Lady Mustangs with possession. And they have the Miss Basketball finalist, Carly Weathers. They're looking for Kinsey on the inside. Instead, Autumn Buttram resets. Here's Jenny Clifton. Back to Buttram. Still looking on the inside post, trying to take advantage of the loss of Burdett. And Kinsey Weathers with the turnaround jumper that extends the lead to 5.
Great move from Weathers. Who is going to step up now offensively from Summertown with Burdett out? It was Haley Jones to start the third quarter, and now she draws the foul and is going to be going to the free throw line for 1-1.
Nice pump fake that drew the contact.
Haley Jones, the leading scorer, almost 12 points per game. She's the most likely figure to start becoming more aggressive offensively for Summertown.
More free throws presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Misses the first. Chance for a 3, though. No. Pulled down by Weathers. Weathers will be defended by Jones. Lady Mustangs by 5. Buttram back to Weathers. Carly Campbell about to check in for Summertown. Under 4 to play now in our state championship game. And a foul called against Haley Jones.
Almost a little four-quarter stall.
That's her second.
From Loretto on that one. And Summertown gets impatient, comes out, and fouls Weathers. Weathers, it's been a struggle from the free throw line today so far, though. And she has missed a couple. Maybe not as much of a struggle as I thought. Now 5 for 7 on the day from the free throw line.
Hits them both. 90% from the free throw line on the season. Carly Weathers extends Loretto's lead to 7 with 3:49 remaining. Can Summertown heat up on offense next?
The Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud supporter of the TSSAA. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Designate before you celebrate, because fans don't let fans drive drunk. And by First Bank, helping people build a better future. First Bank is proud to be the official bank of the TSSAA.
We're here. You're doing great. I'm right here.
Where's Jack? I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Great game here in the Glass House, Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. The big storyline in this fourth quarter, Katie Burdett at 6'2", fouled out. Time for our Blue Cross Blue Shield move of the game. Burdett was excellent throughout this game on the block. Big presence on both ends, but now she's unavailable for the Lady Eagles.
Unfortunately for Summertown, you won't be seeing any more of those moves of the game from Katie Burdett. Now she is forced to sit over there on the bench with 5 fouls. And now more full court press from Loretto.
Our Blue Cross Basketball Championships presented by First Bank. Glad you're with us. What a finish we have coming up. 3.5 to play. Loretto has lost 3 times to Summertown this season. Trying to win the one that matters. Carly Weathers, pressured, gives way to Buttram. They'll try to get the ball back to her. Nearly lost it on the good defense, but it's back to Autumn Buttram.
And now Summertown trapping the ball everywhere it goes.
Tidwell over to Weathers. Defended by Campbell. Junior against freshman.
Loretto eating away at that clock right now and still able to draw the foul at the end of the possession. Great job from Loretto handling that pressure. It's going to be Haley Jones, third. Free throws are going to be key for Loretto. If they can knock them down, they're going to be state champions.
Senior at the line. Tidwell. Hit them both. 42-33. It's been close throughout. Summertown needs a big bucket. Jones to the corner. Here's Long. Now Campbell. Using that left hand too strong. Pulled down, though, by Jones. Put back foul going to the line. Oh, if that rattled in.
Great effort from Jones. Came out of nowhere to get that offensive rebound and put back attempt. Good initial defense by Loretto on that first shot defense. But Jones with great effort to get the ball.
First free throw good. Summertown, despite winning 2 games, Chad, they came into today shooting just 25 of 79 from the floor. Today they're 13 of 33.
You have to come and meet every pass right now if you're Loretto. You cannot sit and wait back for it. Sitting and waiting back by Buttram on that play almost led to a quick turnover and layup for Summertown. You have to meet every pass because Summertown's coming.
Weathers trapped. Jump ball call. And it's going to Summertown. Coach Rutledge not pleased. She's saying Summertown came over the back.
Yeah, she may have an argument as that left elbow got into the face, close to the face of Carly Weathers. But you got to play hot potato right now. If you want to try to work clock in your Loretto, that ball cannot sit in anyone's hand. You can't dribble this game out.
Nice lay-in for the Lady Eagles, doing what they can to battle back. 42-36. More pressure. Timeout Loretto. And now the Summertown bench is not going to be happy with that call because they felt like they had the deflection and possibly a lay-in.
I don't blame them. That ball was very much up for grabs when that timeout was called. Now, we don't see when the timeout was requested. Maybe there was a short delay when the whistle was blown, but
best timeout of the game, though, for Coach Rutledge.
Ashley Rutledge, a great player in her own right back in the day, with a nice assist for her team on that one. Saw that they were in trouble, called the timeout, but I don't blame Katie Embry for not being happy with that one. But we got a 6-point ball game now. As you see Katie Embry, her team with a ton of fight, picking up the pressure defense, trapping everything. Can Loretto handle this pressure and get to the free throw line?
Tidwell, pass taken away. Here's Long, jumper, off the mark and out of bounds.
Summertown getting opportunities. Their pressure defense giving them some offensive opportunities to make this thing really tight. Unable to capitalize.
Weathers passes to Julie Clifton. And some contact made by Brazier.
It's such a difficult balance for any athlete, any sport, to play with proper urgency but not also freak out. And that's the challenge now for Loretto. You have to play a little bit like a chicken with your head cut off, but not turning the ball over and doing so. Because any moment of relaxation, Summertown's coming and getting a steal at this point. And you know that they're coming for it.
You have to find more poise than panic.
Yes. But a little bit of panic is okay at times when you have the basketball. You know you got to get rid of it quickly.
Turnover. Weathers. Wow. Lay in. Yes. Huge. Weathers diving for the basketball on the other end. Big scramble for it here. 3 in the air. Good. Jenna Brazier puts it in. Back and forth we go. Under a minute to play. 45-39. Loretto leading Summertown.
Summertown had to have it, and Brazier gave it to him on that three-pointer. But how about Carly Weathers stepping in for the steal and driving for the layup? Right when it looked like Loretto may be slipping a bit and letting Summertown back in the game, Carly Weathers went to work today.
18 points, and she is our First Bank Player of the Game. She's a Miss Basketball finalist, an award that will be handed out post-game. But more importantly, she has her team up by 6.
She's not concerned about that trophy right now. She's got a different one on her mind.
Carly Weathers, our first bank player of the game. She has the basketball here. Summertown trying to stay scrappy. 45 seconds to play. Now a foul called with 40 seconds to play.
Knocked good amount of time off the clock and getting the line. That's exactly what you want if you're Loretto. As I said before, knock down free throws and you're state champion.
That one's good. Julie Clifton, a junior, puts both in. It's Loretto by 8 and a takeaway. And now a foul.
They can sense it now.
Coach Ashley Rutledge and her Lady Mustangs felt like on paper, sure, we're the underdog, but we know we belong. And they knew they belonged last year when they advanced on March 12th, the morning of the COVID shutdown nationwide. They advanced to the semis when the tournament was canceled. And now, a year later, 366 days later, the Loretto Lady Mustangs.
See the emotion on the face of Coach Rutledge as she looks on. And that clock ticks down.
They lead by 10 with 16 seconds to play. Summertown asks for a timeout.
Coach Embry says if my old high school teammate can get a timeout with the ball up for grabs, I'll do the same thing. As her team was scrambling for the offensive rebound, and she is granted a timeout.
She felt like her team's offense had been on point this week, and they had. They came in outscoring their opponents a combined 48 points, Chad. But their defensive effort as well, strong today against Summertown.
It's been an impressive overall effort. We've seen a little bit of everything out of this Loretto team. Didn't shoot that well from the outside. This game didn't have to. Carly Weathers, effective driving to the basket, good pressure defense, holding this really good Summertown team to only 39 points.
And that's been the key, because in the 3 losses this year, Loretto scored 48, 46, and 56 in those losses. They've been very balanced today, and that's shown on the scoreboard. That's been the difference.
We talk so much about Carly Weathers. How about Kinsey Weathers also doing a great job down low against Burdette in this game?
Long 3. Rebound by Jones, put back good. The Loretto Lady Mustangs win the one that matters. For the first time since 1958, the Lady Mustangs are state champions.
4th time is a charm for Loretto. The emotion of Coach Rutledge and her Lady Mustangs. What a performance today.
They advanced past Cloudland in the quarterfinals, 63-31. They win over Clay County in the semis, 63-42. And today they win 49-41. As we're joined by Coach Rutledge. Coach, congratulations. What a year it's been, where you were here on March 12th of last year, knowing that your team was ready to make a run at the Golden Basketball, and now 366 days later, you get to hoist it.
the feeling is overwhelming. We're just so grateful, and I'm so proud of these kids. And they faced so much adversity, but they've pulled together, and they've been determined this whole time, and I never doubted them for a minute.
What about the familiarity with that other sideline and Summertown and their head coach, and having played them 3 times before? What is that feeling like, being in this spot against a program you're so familiar with?
Well, first of all, you got to give props to them. They're a great ball team coached by a great coach. But you just got to beat them when it counts, and that's what we did.
Coach, what are you about to go tell your team?
That I love them to death.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
State champions, the Lady Mustangs of Loretto. Coming up, we'll hand out the hardware. We'll find out our Miss Basketball winner and much more on the NFHS Network.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
We're here.
You're doing great. I'm right here.
Where's Jack? I'm right here. You're doing great. We're here.
Being here matters now more than ever. As a Tennessee not-for-profit with a mission to serve, we've made a promise to be right here for you today and tomorrow.
If you need anything else, we'll be right here.
(49-41), our final. Loretto, state champions in Class A. Time to hand out the hardware, starting with the Miss Basketball winner for 2021 as we join our public address announcer, John Rice.
Which earned them a place on this stage here today. It's an accomplishment every one of you can treasure throughout your life, a distinction to carry with you always. In 2021, you were one of the top 3 basketball players in your classification in the entire state of Tennessee. And now let's meet our finalists. First of all, Madison Hart from Gibson County High School. Madison is a 5'11 junior forward for Gibson County and a 2-year starter. She averaged 22.3 points a game, 8.6 rebounds, nearly 3 steals a game, and 2.1 blocks. She shoots 63% from the field, 30% from three-point range, and 76% from the free throw line. Last season, as a sophomore, Madison was named All-District, All-District Tournament, District Tournament MVP, All-Region Tournament, and All-State. Her head coach is here today, Mitch Wilkins. Madison Hart from Gibson County High School, our first finalist. And our second finalist, Cassie Monday from Clark Range High School. Cassie Monday is a 5'4 senior point guard for Clark Range and a 4-year starter. She averages 17.6 points a game, 4.7 assists, and 3.1 steals. She shoots 56% from the field, 49% from three-point range, and 78% from the free throw line. Cassie has been named to the All-District and All-Region teams each year of her high school career. She was named the Region Tournament MVP last year as a junior. Her head coach here today, Lamar Rogers. Cassie Monday from Clark Range High. And our third finalist, Carly Weathers from Loretto High School. Carly, a 5'10 junior guard for Loretto High and a 3-year starter. She averages 22.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 2.1 blocks per game. She shoots 54% from the field, 35% from three-point range, and 76% from the free throw line. Carly has been named All-District Tournament MVP, and All-Region selection each year since she was a freshman. She was a Miss Basketball finalist in 2019 as well as 2020, State Tournament MVP in 2019 as a freshman, and 2-time All-State selection. Her head coach, Ashley Rutledge, here today. Carly Weathers, Loretto High School. And now, the winner of the 2021 Division I Class A Miss Basketball Award, Carly Weathers from Loretto High School. Again, a nice round of applause. Our finalists, Madison Hart, Cassie Monday, and our winner, Carly Weathers. Congratulations. Now the introduction of our all-tournament team. And for 2021 Class A, Katie Arms from Clay County High School, all-tournament team selection. Katie Arms. From North Green, Brooklyn Anderson. Congratulations to Brooklyn. All right, Brooklyn Anderson. Congratulations. Riley Long from Summertown High School. Congratulations, Riley Long, all-tournament selection. From Loretto, Autumn Buttram, all-tournament selection. From Summertown, Katie Burdett, all-tournament team. Congratulations. And from Loretto, Kenzie Weathers, a member of the all-tournament team. From Loretto, Carly Weathers, all-tournament team member. From Summertown, Kaylee Campbell. Congratulations, Kaylee, all-tournament team selection. And from Summertown, Haley Jones. Congratulations, Haley, all-tournament selection. And from Loretto, Madeline Tidwell. All-tournament team, congratulations, Madeline. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the MVP Carly Weathers from Loretto High School. Congratulations, MVP 2021. Now another nice round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are, the all-tournament team from Class A for 2021. Great job. And now the Spirit Award belongs to the cheerleading squad that demonstrated outstanding sportsmanship during our tournament this week. The Spirit Award belongs to the cheerleaders from Loretto High School, the Lady Mustang cheerleaders. Great job, ladies. And now the presentation of the runner-up coach's plaque. Katie Embry from Summertown High. Congratulations, Coach. Tremendous season this year. They finished 29-4. Head Coach Embry doing a great job. Coming up a little short today. And the runner-up team, the Lady Eagles from Summertown, fighting hard this year. And today, great job, 29-4. Runner-up, Lady Eagles from Summertown High. And now the champion coach's plaque and the Wilson game ball. Head coach, Ashley Rutledge. And we have one thing left, and it's a gold ball headed to Loretto High School.
Loretto takes it home in 2021. And Chad, they did it on some great shooting, but also some great defense.
A lot of hardware for Carly Weathers, and Miss Basketball, as you saw, big game today, helping her team win a state championship, and great contribution from all the Loretto Lady Mustangs. And Coach Ashley Rutledge, we saw the emotion on her face earlier. What a huge moment for that Loretto program and that entire community.
We're back at it in a bit for some more state championship action, but in our first of three games, it's the Lady Mustangs of Loretto that take it home from Murfreesboro. For my broadcast partner, Chad Withrow, our great NFHS Network crew led by Director David Dow, producer Skip McMillan, I'm Jonathan Hutton. Be sure to catch the Class 2A state championship game coming up at 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central as Macon County takes on Granger. Then at 5 o'clock, Class 3A as Lebanon battles Blackman. In Single A, the Lady Mustangs are state champions in 2021, taking the state title home to Lawrence County. Loretto on top in Tennessee.